Okay, so the base is 5, and I do have a chain rule thing going on in here because this is the square root of x. So if we want to write out my u is the square root of x, which is x to the 1/2. Maybe we just want to write both expressions down, so subbing in is a little less work. And then what's du, or u prime?
1/2 times x is negative 1/2.
Mm-hmm. And so we would rewrite this, and let's rewrite it right now as 1/2 times the square root of x. Okay? All right, so then we go through and we find dy dx. So it's going to be 1/u. So what am I going to write? 1/square root of x times the natural log of the base times du dx. We can put it on top if we want, but I think it makes more sense for simplifying to put it on the back. So times 1/2 root x. This actually simplifies quite nicely, doesn't it? Because what's the square root of x times the square root of x? X. So this simplifies to 1/2 times natural log of 5, which I don't know, I'm not going to even bother. You'll see stuff written like this all the time. Just leave it as natural log of 5 times x. The only thing you could possibly do is write it as natural log of 5 squared, or 25. Do you remember that rule? The power. This is the power. Where did it used to be? Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm just pointing it out because if this were a multiple choice thing and it was natural log of 25, then you're like, what? Where's the 5? That's where it is. Okay, here, let's write that out. We'll write that down. And if you want to know where that came from, whoop, right from there. Okay. I threw it. Are we good? Emma.
Why does the x not go with the x1 as well?
This is separate. This was the natural log of 5. That rule only applies if it's in the natural log. No, I didn't multiply by 2 by the square root of x. It's all multiplication. Think of it as all multiplication, and you can rearrange multiplication in any way you want. So if you rearrange it to put this here, you can apply it just to that power. Because it's not a distributive thing. It's not like I would do, if I was, let's say this was a 7, you wouldn't do 2 times 7 and then 2 times x, right? So since it's all multiplication, you may reorder it however you want, and if it's in front of a log, you can write it as the power of what's inside the log. Okay? Okay. Before we get to logarithmic, oh, I was going to show you this. All over the place, crazy.